What's up, everybody? We're here winding down on Saturday evening, the first day of the main event. In the championship division, we got 31 entries and 21 rebuys, so a nice healthy field there with a lot in the prize pool, 4,000 added with $500 entry as well. So that leaves us with the winner taking home $9,000, second place $4,000 to $5,000, I think, in that range. And there's a $2,000 side pool, winner take all on that too. So we've got some high dollar matches coming up tomorrow. We're gonna start with the semifinals tomorrow morning. We've played down to 4 final players. We actually have one match still going. You can probably see in the background Kiko and Herman playing, trying to figure out who's gonna take on Ben Friesen on one side of the semifinals tomorrow. And I believe our stream match tomorrow morning is going to be Michael Niagu taking on Michi. Michi's been having a good run all tournament here. So really good stuff there. So we also had 8 players show up for the advanced division with a $200 entry and $1,000 added money. So in the 1,600 prize pool with an extra 1,000, pretty good overlay in that. It means that we're gonna get to pay out 3 spots in that with 1,200 up top, 600 to second and third. So juicy advanced division this year. Come down and take advantage of that next year if you can. And yeah, it's been exciting matchups all day. We got to watch some exciting, really tough matchups here between like a Kiko and Bob Wachtel. A lot of the locals playing as well with people from, all over the U.S. and things like that. So it's been an exciting day of backgammon, and we are excited to get started early tomorrow and figure out who's going to win this tournament this year. So we'll be back at 11 a.m. with those semifinals matchups. I don't know if I'm live or not, but I see that they're playing.
I'm a mundane player.
So I'll start commentating, I guess. Double twos making the carrying point seems pretty strong after he makes the 4. Are they just having fun or are they playing for real? They're live? Okay. I'm live. Cool. Okay.
But they haven't started yet.
Oh, they haven't?
Those double twos.
Probably against the 4-2.
What about the 5-3 and the 2-2? So I'm live on the mic. Hi, everybody. We're about to get playing with Michael Niagu playing the white checkers on bottom, Michihito Kageyama playing the black checkers on top. I thought they had started, so I started transcribing here. We got an 11-point match in the semifinals of this 31 players, 21 rebuys, so 52 entries total, 11-point match. And the loser is going to go to the consolation and can still win something, but the winner is taking home at least $4,000. I think it might have been like $4,500. $9,000 up top for first place, and there's a $2,000 side pool that I believe Michi's in. I'm not sure if Michael is in, though. So high stakes match coming up here, and 2 very strong players as well. Should be some really exciting backgammon. Glad to have everyone back here.
Michael?
And they should be getting started shortly.
Thank you.
Getting some handshakes and stuff for the cameras, I presume.
So we can start.
Yeah, I'm excited for a really tough matchup. I mean, Michael, I think we talked about yesterday. I don't think he's technically a grandmaster on BMAB. I should look that up. But if he's not, he's awful close. And Michi, of course, one of the few, I think, GM zeros that are out there. And so we're going to have a 5-2 to start. Okay. Splitting, and 4-2 is going to make the point. Pretty standard stuff so far. And a 5-4 can escape the freedom. I think that's the best that's going to do after this split with the 2. Welcome, Alex, Eric, Jonathan. Nice to see y'all. 5-2 with a single checker back. We really like the 2 down to contain for 6-3 and 6-2 and 6-3 when they run. I like that. The 5 looks down 2 for lack of options. This can make 2 points. Thank you, Paul. And what does he have here? 5-3 is going to make another point as well. Doesn't have to give up the 8 point to do it either, so we'll definitely take that. Double 3s can't escape all the way. It can make the 5 point, though. And then what else do we want to do with it? Oh, can't run at all because the 4 point's blocked. So we'll be making the 5 point, and then the rest of it looks like, yeah, probably like... Is it down or clean up? Interesting. How duplicated are the fly shots? Do we really want to leave the... I think the building looks very nice. Maybe we can do a little bit of both. Yeah. So we're only leaving the blot on the 10 points. I think we'll play down with it as well. That's what I would expect. Oh, no, it is 2 blots. I'm sorry. I still would like to play down. All right, 6s is going to come to find something that's going to make the most progress toward home. And leaving the single A shot, yeah, usually what we do once we make the bar point, we're going to get some returns even if he hits it. Difficult to get to safety. 4-4, wow, that hits the hard way. Okay. Big roll for Michael. And then I think he's looking to probably reduce shots here. Finding some building potential too, sure, the 12. Takes away a playable 5 from Michi. 3-4. Yeah, I think it just needs to link up with the... Oh, it can hit. Yeah, and they both have 3-point boards. Dangerous here and a lot of swing on this roll, but I think we have to go for it. 2-6. Michael performs from the bar. Hits back, but he's going to leave a lot of returns himself. So very volatile game to start off here. And I guess Michi wants to stop to think about the cube with all the shots he's got. I wouldn't think that this feels too even. Feels like when he fans or doesn't hit, like Michael's going to have the same sort of giant gammon threat. So it feels like it'd be surprising if it was much different than a 50-50 game. Yeah. But he's going to go through it and figure out and convince himself. Also, Michael has the better board right now, so he has an advantage there. So I think maybe what Michi's looking at is he's going to see that he's got, maybe he has more numbers that play well, but the gain on all his good things isn't quite as big because he still has to make the 5-point. And Michael's already got that done with the bar point slotted as well. And he passes on the cube, rolls a 1-6. Hits, huge advantage for Michi again, and a fan. And this is another reason why Michi wanted to think about the cube, because this could reasonably be too good, and he is going to play on. Looks like he's correct too as well, but does not hit anything and can't make the point either. So does he need to hit loose to continue the blitz or just anchor up and try to consolidate blocks? I guess you go to advance 14 to 13, be a little closer that way too, and still have a very strong cube even when Michael enters next time. I think a simple play is called for. I think we're still a little bit outboarded here, yeah. What ace? Okay, he gets on 5-5 instead of 5-6. That's reasonable. Ace enters, 3 down. And now I don't think it can be too good anymore. I think he's still threatening, and I'm not sure that Michael can take it. But we can definitely imagine ways that he can anchor or that Michi can have difficulty coming home. So I think it's just time to claim this game. Michi's going to send it over. Michael's going to pass it quickly. And Michi's going to be first one on the board. Nearly clean game from both of them. So really strong stuff to start this match out. We had quite a few very strong players in this tournament that showed up to play in Jamaica. 4-3 is going to play 2 down. Okay. 3-2. Usually we want to play down in response, I would think. But look at this. Michael knows that you make the minor split instead against the 4-3 down. 3-2 can make the bar point. Oh, it can hit twice is better? Wow. I wouldn't even have thought of that instead of not making a point. 5-6 can enter 1. Can't kick the second. And 4-3 can... It could hit and cover, continue the blitz idea, or it can just point on the 5. Maybe it's early enough to make the better point. Yeah, very close, very close. Wins more gammons to continue to the ace. And wins a few more games when we just make the 5-point. I guess the distribution after either isn't great. I don't know. Yeah, it's a very confusing one. So he's hitting with the 3 for sure, he's decided. Really nothing to be lost on this one. Yeah. My favor for the long game, it's easy to choose the pure point, though. You know that 5 point's going to be an asset forever. And we always hate it when our opponent manages to anchor past the ace and our blitz is dead. When we've committed to that kind of game plan. Okay, but Michi with the race advantage, with the board advantage. He has 10 in the zone. That usually spells enough with some threatening rolls, too, for a cube here. Looks like it should still be very takeable this early in the game for Michael. But I think it's reasonable to send it here. I think it probably... Okay, we're way early. Got it. I don't think there's going to be big score influence on this. Yeah, the checker back on the ace I think tends to be a bigger liability than we account for sometimes. So maybe it's easier to not count that as a full checker on the zone and think of it some other way. Or it just makes our position a little bit weaker. And so where if these 10 checkers in the zone were all focused around, the next point in order instead, then this would be a very different case. Today's coffee is Square Mile from London, Jonathan. And I'm drinking that. I got the Dordles drinking it with me, and I think Michi's drinking it over there at the table now, too, that we have cups. Brewed with my Kalita Wave. Yeah, Michi's got a very meticulous, what is the word? I'm thinking of some word for this. His approach to cubes. He takes a lot of time and very thorough with it. And very much must-have metrics that he's going through. Not too surprised to see this, and like I said, I think should be an easy take to find for Michael. He can cover and hit loose or make the 2. I think since we're going to have to leave a shot anyway, we should probably hit. And yeah, I like the split with it too. Nice response from Michael, staying alive. Just as happy to anchor maybe. Oh, he's going to look at hitting somewhere else maybe? Or did he roll... Oh, he's going to think about anchoring instead. I think when we send the third checker back that we don't have to worry about the blitz quite as much, but there are still 10 in the zone, so I guess it's a reasonable thought. Yeah, and it's not too far off there. Pretty reasonable to do that. It's just so good to stop a blitz as well, to just take a checker out of the zone, 4-2 is going to hit from the roof and continue the blitz. 4-5 is going to hit, and then the 5, I guess, is going to play down for distribution. I guess he can come out and challenge a stripped midpoint, being that he's ahead in the race a little bit. I don't know if he wants to be on the roof right now, though, so this one's tough. Maybe the tempo to the ace is even worth it with how many shots we're leaving anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's a checker in the air, too, so it's going to get a lot of fans out of it. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot. Takes away all the fly shots in the outfield. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. 2-3 enters 2, and now Michael has the tempo, still behind in board advantage and things like that. Little bit of a racing lead. 3-2. Yeah, hit and cover looks strong here. Some question which, but I think we'd rather hit the higher checker. Wow, interesting. We should just consolidate and, okay. Yeah, our opponent's got such a board advantage and so many fly shots from the roof that it's better to just link blocks up and play safe here. That makes sense. I'm not sure I would have looked for that. I'm not sure Michael will either, but he has a lot of candidate plays to go through here, so it's very easy to make a mistake in a position like this. Yeah, I think maybe if he saw the anchor and make the 10 play, he would have thought that one was better, but I think it's just one of those situations where it's easy to overlook it. Well, this is interesting. We could have the 21, or we could have the 23 and the 18, or we could continue blitzing. But I think blitzing, yeah. Wow, they're all super close. Continuing attacking, it's getting a little weak with 4 checkers back and only 9 in the zone, but we do have a much better board, so we would like to take advantage of that. I might just find the solid play here too, though. This looks pretty strong too. Like Michael's still got a lot of work to do here. But I guess if he just rolls a 2, then he's got a pretty strong position. So it's nice to take him off the board in this spot.
here 6. 60. That's at what time?
Howdy, Joey.
We weren't disturbing you. You could hear us?
I could hear you. It's cool though.
Okay, yeah.
Got a tricky play in the match there.
You didn't hear us on the thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Sorry.
You're right. You're right. Joey is putting on an awesome show here. Working with our buddy Nally that's doing the social media stuff too. I don't know if they've been getting those out to Facebook or not, but go check out that page. They've been capturing cool videos from the playroom. 2 gets to anchor up, 5 can just slot and challenge him to come off the anchor. Yeah, that seems pretty standard. Oh, 13 to 8 a little bit better. Yeah. I thought about that. I wasn't sure if we actually want to help our opponent come off the 23. I think it's the idea of staying back there, forcing him to hit from the bar more often instead. 3-2, what can this do? I guess it can play safe, sure, why not? Still outboarded a little bit, and we just ended up in a mutual holding game with Michi with a little bit of racing lead, not too much. 6-2 can't quite escape all the way. Yeah, I guess just running seems fine. Mobilize that checker. We could slot again. 3s are a little bit duplicated. Maybe I like that better, actually, a little bit. I don't know why. 13-5 seems pretty reasonable here. Just running too, okay. As usual, simple play wins. 6-3 doesn't quite reach, can't land safely, so that's going to run to a double shot as well. Okay. 2-1, can get that checker moving and hit with it. Checkers are just moving their way around the board, trying to get a racing lead, find their way home. 3-5, okay, he's going to enter deeper to not provoke that blot on the 11, not get attacked as much, and the 5 can come down safely. I think it's more about the safe landing point for the 5. But the 2 can cover the 11, and it can make the 4, and then I guess just one more down from the 13 after that. Not really any other option. 5-3, where can we link up? Nowhere, we can't get the back blot safe, so I think we'll just make another board point. And 3-2 can move that 1 spare to the 6. But both players with 7 points here, which means if they can't roll perfectly, that they're going to have to break something very often here. Michi's able to link up with his midpoint. Very strong roll there. 1-6. Gets to make the 5 point. Has to volunteer the 4. I think it's worth it. He does that very quickly, too, though. I guess what else is there? Something's got to go. Michi does not hit, but is able to escape with the set. And so his cube is working out okay for him with this 26 pip racing lead. Probably would have been happy to send it very soon here anyway. Michael going to spread out to build that 3 and 2 point. 5-3 is going to come into the 5. 5-4 gets to make the next point in order on the board. And double aces. We like the part where it makes the 7, not so much the part where it has to shift to the deuce. (5-2). What did, oh, this just played into the open slot. 2s gets to clear safely. Very nice shot from Michi. 1-4. Not much to do but play 2 down or get in range of covering. Yeah, okay, I guess the down to the 8 is like direct 6 to cover, so a little bit better, but the crossover seems nice too. 5-3 can clear the 8 safely. And 4-4. Still going to be 14 pips down in the race, so we can't afford to leave the anchor yet, I don't think, but we'd have to start burying checkers otherwise. Quite the dilemma. Yeah. We do have room to wait 1 roll, but then what do we do next roll? So maybe at least 1 checker needs to go, but the board is still strong and we can get closed out if we just run with 1 as well. I think I would be inclined to bring 1 all the way to the 5 point here. Just, I don't know what to do. But look at that. Staying back and switching is a little bit stronger. That's a hard play to make. I guess, you know, if we're going to stay back, then we want to have the board to be able to win when things go our way. So it feels very strange to yeah, like bust it up. Stay back that way. What does he do? He does end up finding this play that breaks the board. Okay. Finds the sharpest. Aces can move ahead, yeah, and instead of stacking up the 7, we'll bring 2 checkers in. I like that. Michael's going to have to run a lot. 6s, okay, that's right back in the race now. Slight favorite for Michael now. 4-2. Michi's going to focus on getting checkers on that 4 point instead of bringing both in. I think that's wise. Big, and Michael's got to reorient himself to the race. Once he realizes it's even, I think with this long of a race, he's not going to have a cube. But he is at a trailing match score where he's going to have to send it a little more aggressively. Is not as big of a favorite as usual. This is probably just going to lose his market. Okay. 4s, 6s, 6s. That's the way to do it. 4-2. Michi's going to get a checker off and then be happy to pass this recube. Good turnaround for Michael.
Yep.
All right, 4-3 to open. And 4-1 is going to hit. Okay. Hit and split. And 2-5 to follow up. I guess it probably wants to enter high past. I don't know why not. But the 5 is kind of weak. I guess the 2 is weak either. Yeah, less blots. Sure, sure. Probably keeps more pressure on the blot if he can't cover it too. 5-3 probably wants to just point on head on the ace now, but it could hit in the outfield as well. Where are we seeing the lag? Yeah, my computer's lagging. But that's just the transcription computer. Does end up making the ace. Nice move. 2-1. This is going to be happy to make the 23 point and keep that anchor in front of the ace. And I guess cleaning up seems a little stiff this early in the game. I'd probably be more inclined to slap, but he's right. Okay. Would have been too big. Doing okay in the race must be part of it. But it's just so hard to see how he's going to develop this position now with these 2 candlesticks. 3-2. Usually we stick to the plan, but I think just playing behind to the 3 is probably best. Yeah. Oh, he's supposed to split here. That's kind of surprising. I would not be in any rush to split. Look at this. He's looking at 2 up even. Just seems, I guess, our opponent does have an advanced anchor now, so we can't afford to be back on one quite as much. But I guess that would be the logic here. But my opponent's made the ace behind me. I'm inclined to just keep this and let them, not let them into a blitzing type game ever. So I don't want to open up. But nice find by Michael. Competing ideas there, and he finds the more important one. 4-1 can fix distribution. 13-8. Four 6 can come around the bend. Or could cover the 3. But it seems like mobilizing that checker as a good builder. It's like a little stronger. Wow, they're very closer though. Strips the midpoint to do this too. Yeah, I'm surprised we can afford to do that. Keeps most pressure on the board, I suppose, and makes opponents' next roll difficult. Like playing 2 down here would not be much fun. But Michael's split, so Michi can switch to an attack here. I like that decision, but prefers a simple 13-8 for some reason, I guess for the racing lead. For what? Not 4-6, maybe 4-5. Not a lot of 5s here. Looks like 4-5. Yeah, I guess I like just popping out here. I think we're going to get hit a little too often when we come out to the bar. We don't really like dealing a builder 8-3. So, I mean, out somewhere is fine. Okay, a little bit better to come to the bar, though. Interesting. Those are always hard to figure out which back checker you want to move. I would be reducing return hits, I think, by trying to run all the way, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe there's some duplicate, or like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe having them linked means I get more returns when I get hit, too. That could be. Yeah, Michael finds the play that I'd probably find, too, and they're very close. 2-6. So 2-6 would have been hitting back the other way. No, it's not. So clearly coming out to the 16 was best there.